Today we have a brand new ultra rare from the OCG for Alliance Insight, which is actually pretty good, and some news on Supreme Darkness for the TCG, because we got 2 new cards and some confirmed rarities. So first off, let's go with Gordian Schneider. It is a brand new normal spell card, and this card's activation and effect cannot be negated. So it's a spell speed 4 super poly instance. At the start of your main phase, target any number of face-up cards on the field. Banish 1 card from your hand or 6 from your extra deck for every target face down. Then return those targets to the hand. It's interesting, in my opinion, because you get to target a number of face-up cards on the field, then supplement it with banishing stuff, and then you get to return it to the hand. So how I see it is literally just Forbidden Droplet, but you're banishing cards face down. So Forbidden Droplet meets Pot of Extravagance's pay 6, which is very interesting of a card. So I pretty much think that this might be a secret rare for us, and honestly, it could be a useful tech in the future, especially if they ever brought something back like a Rise Heart to interact with the face down banish. But other than that, I think most of the time what you can do is use this, get rid of a couple problem cards, and then go on with your turn, because losing 2 cards out of your hand sometimes isn't really that bad, especially nowadays. So that could take out a couple of your tricky hand traps, like if you drew 2 copies of Ash or 2 copies of another once per turn hand trap, you can get rid of the other. And honestly, this is good in decks like maybe Nimrelia, or even decks that really don't use the extra deck like Floowandereeze, or even Monarchs, honestly. So this has a lot of implications for the future. I really do like the card. It's definitely different from what we've seen in the past for board breakers, but it is a board breaker. This card literally is a 1 card out to Ryziel. So that's kind of interesting to me. After that, let's take a look at some new screenshots from the Supreme Darkness trailer that the EU Twitter posted. And first, we're going to be taking a look at all the QCRs. So all these cards are going to be Ultra and Secret Rare. We already knew Test Bear was an Ultra and Molcharmy Males was a Secret. But we also do have confirmation that the cards are Ultra Secret, being Primite Dragon, Aether Barrel, Metal Flame Swordsman, and Elzet Azamina of the White Forest are all Ultra and Secret Rare. Kind of figured that 2 of these were going to be Ultra Secret, especially the new Elzet and Barrel. And I see them both being Secret Rares because Konami wants you to get those for your new decks. Then we also have the Metal Flame Swordsman. It's probably going to be an Ultra to match the Red Eyes Full Metal Black Dragon, which is going to be very nice. And now we have others. We already knew about Neos Lord being an Ultra Rare and the brand new Mitsurugi Ritual Monster being an Ultra. So seeing those in QCR is absolutely fine. We have Eclipse Twins. This is a card that everyone's going to be wanting for Ryziel. It is a common or a super rare because it has no text changes up in the name, and it doesn't have any logo down in the bottom. So really, I'm kind of shocked that this is a common or a super, so I think this card might get hit in the future for us if it's this low of a rarity. Or because Ryziel is just out here being like, yeah, we're expensive, let's give them cheaper options. And then they show us 2 TCG world premieres, being, I think this is 81 and 83, being Dark Necromancer and Curse of the Ancient Turtle. Now, one of the weird things about this, we've never had a card called Dark Necromancer. It's been 25 years and we finally have Dark Necromancer. And right now there's current speculation because of these 2 cards that they're building up to a big Bakura wave because he uses zombies and fiends. So I hope we get kind of like a Dark Master Zork finally after 25 years to end off Series 12. being Duel's Nexus all the way up to Alliance Insight. And honestly, that's very cool, but let's take a look at what these cards do. Now, there is a little text that is obscured because of the sample here, but we have a majority of the effect. So, Curse of the Ancient Turtle is a normal spell card. Banish one zombie monster from your hand or graveyard, send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. So, it's just a foolish burial for zombies, and you can banish something from hand or graveyard just to get another copy of a card that you need, which is really good. When your zombie monster is destroyed by battle, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Special summon one zombie monster with question mark. It's most likely 2000 defense or less from your deck. You can only use each effect of Curse of the Ancient Turtle once per turn. Now, this card is a retrain off of Pyramid Turtle, which is why I think it's going to be 2000 defense, which makes a lot of sense. And then we have Dark Necromancer. It is a dark level 4 zombie effect monster with 1000 attack and 1400 defense. If this card is normaled or special summoned, you can send one fiend or zombie ritual monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Then you can add one ritual spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is banished, you can target one of your banished level blank or lower fiend or zombie monsters, special summon it. You can only use each effect of Dark Necromancer once per turn. And honestly, this is a really useful level 4. Being able to recycle banish zombie or fiend monsters to your field is really good because there's a lot of useful targets. And if we click here, you can see existing zombie and ritual monsters. Going to the database, you have to search it yourself because I don't think that's how that works for that. So overall, I definitely think these two cards are relatively good for a zombie wave, and we're probably missing one more because I think this all supports Vendred personally, and because TCG has been doing 3 support cards for previous TCG support waves, so seeing these two and missing a third is very, very interesting. But anyways, I've been Bolt Spider. I hope you guys did enjoy this news for this morning. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video.